All right, so today I'm going to talk about XPACE and XKONTROL as part of the MBoxWave grandfather package. These are new indicators that I am releasing. And what is XPACE and what is XKONTROL? So XPACE down here, it replaces MPACE. It uses a superior and enhanced algorithm to filter out the pace so that you're not looking every single bar. Like here you see gaps, right? You'll see gaps, to make it easier to see who's in control, the bids or the offers. And the XKONTROL draws these dots here varying in size depending on the strength of the control. Basically what it does is it's a visual representation of the XPACE here, but on the chart, which makes it really convenient, because sometimes it's not clear what's going on down here, but here it'll show you. Okay, so I'm going to take a couple examples. Traded today and yesterday. I was trading the NASDAQ, and I'll show how I used the new indicators in my analysis. So the markets opened earlier today, 9:30, right? Immediately there was -0, so there wasn't supply here. But the thing that I noticed, and I've talked about it before, is let's look at this demand right here in the MBox delta. Zooming out, it exceeds the entire previous day. Okay, this already gets my attention. And the cumulative delta also later on exceeds it. And you see the pace right here is astronomical, exceeds the previous day, right? So let's get into it. So what happened? So right here, okay, so right here, we had immediately a huge, so there's three sizes to the XKONTROL. Here's the big size, that's, I call it total control, right? This is a medium size right here, that's a strong control, and a small one, that's initial control. All right, so initial control, that's when the bids or the offers initially take control. Okay, the middle size is when the control has become strong, and the largest size is when basically they are dominating, right? And so in this case, this huge dot here corresponds to this huge pace here, and immediately on the first bar here, it's dominating. The offers are dominating. All right. So, and we had MBox delta exceeding the previous day. And so price went up. I was watching this. We had a nice triple algorithm here. Plus 34 means there's more buying on this down move, plus stooges in a pullback. And we had a nice, also another confirmation of the total control, right? So the control lasts until you see the next dot, right? So for example, if you're looking at this dot right here, that domination lasts until you see the next dot, okay? So that's the duration of it. That's when it stops. If you look at this control of bids, it goes down here, but then it stopped because the offers retake control here, and strongly, with a double algo here and a total control. Okay, so it's very powerful indicator. XKONTROL is very powerful. So we came in here, we had MBox demand exceeding the previous day, huge spike in the pace, triple algo, total control. I got in here. Okay, and as price went up, we corrected. And then we had some strong bids here, right? So what's interesting here is this is where you can actually catch, divergences, right? So we had strong or total control of bids right here, bids dominating, right? The first sign that it fails is, well, the offers retake control and they are dominating now. That's the first sign that this fails. But also the other signs, let me mark up some of the chart. Okay, we went from -37 to -8. So we have the bids are dominating, but where's the supply? It's running dry. It's a divergence. Same as in here. Okay, MBox delta. So we had a lot of selling here and a lot less selling here, even though we had dominating control at this point. So what does it mean? It means that the sellers failed to take advantage of all the incoming, the flow of bids. They failed to produce more supply and push price down. That's what it means. All right, and if you look at this box and this box, they're about the same length and size. This one had a lot less selling. So what does it mean? There's a lot less interest. There's a lot less supply. So even though there were the flow of bids were getting hit a lot here, it failed to produce the desired result. And immediately we take control over here with the offers. We got another double algo coming here, and I got in also here. So I entered here after this triple algo with this total control, and here double algo total control. Okay, because I saw that the selling here really was no supply. Okay, and so off went the day. We took this stretch up here. Immediately we see that the bids take control here, get pounded down. This region here, we're sort of going, I mean, it's edging up, but you see there's no strong, no huge big dots, right? And, on we go with the day, right? So here we got another big dot here, and, read the order flow accordingly. So they're very helpful. I'm going to go through another example, because I know I'm going to get a lot of questions via email, but please, watch this video and take some notes, because I am trying to cover the basics of, how it works here. So yesterday, I also traded the NASDAQ. So right off the bat, the market's opened here, right? We had, on the open, we had, dominating offers, but right away, bam, the bids take control and dominate. And we see that here. So in the XPACE here, you see that the bids are really in control. Okay. And we see that, these dots, these red dots, we see a lot of these red dots in size and everything as they pound their way down, right? So we don't really see many big dots, from red. We don't see many green dots from here to here that are, large in size. We see just red ones, We see this one red, big dot here, big here, big here, big here. So the bids are dominating. All right? You can see it visually. So what's interesting here, we had a lot of sell imbalances, which means that there was more selling even when price was going up. I got in here, and I saw all these sell imbalances. I already saw that the bids were in control. We had dominating here, strong here, dominating here, and then we had a stooges, and I got in. All right, I didn't need to see much more. So, from here to here, we only saw tiny green dots. So I know the pace of the offers is not doing much. At the same time, so I'm combining analysis with the X control with everything else. Minus 318, we see supply is expanding. We also see, supply is expanding here. If we zoom out, this MBox delta supply right here exceeds the previous day. So there's just so much confluence here, and the X control with the XPACE adds another layer of confluence here. Right, we just see that supply is just gushing in. There's just no demand here. I mean, this is just nothing in comparison, until we get here, right? Just no demand here. So when we get here, you see the green dots, they start to get larger, start coming in, and you see offers begin to lift price, right? And they do. And then here we're getting to, sort of after lunch. And then guess what? The bids come in, bam, 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 bam. We see, big red dots. I wasn't trading at this time, but I was already done. But this kind of setup, I would have traded. So we see supply expanding, you know, and no demand again, and we're seeing there's a correlation. Prices going up, you see the green dots getting bigger. Prices going down, you see the red dots getting bigger, right? So the big red dot is, it's total control dominating. If it's middle size, it means it's strong. If it's small, it means it's that the bids or the offer they just took control. All right. So I pay more attention to when the dots are, growing bigger in size. Okay, so I'm probably going to make a page for these indicators later, but I wanted to go through the basics here and how to read these indicators and what they signify. So I'll leave it at that. I will be, starting to make videos, and people will see the new indicators more in action. And for now, that's it. So I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you guys enjoy this because I've spent a lot of time working on this algorithm. On the chart, it looks simple, it looks clean, it looks nice. Bam, red dots, price going down, green dots, price going up. But in reality, this was a huge amount of effort. But I enjoyed it. It's something that I had been wanting to do, is to convert the pace into visualization and improve the algorithm here. As you can see, there's spaces here, which means it's insignificant, right? To make it easier to read, right? And there are also other improvements in the pace. It's not exactly the same algorithm as MPace. It's also improved on Renko, tick, and volume charts. So you guys can test that out. Okay, I'll leave you at that. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.